How's it going, everyone? Mufasa75, aka Matt Fossa, aka the Flying Oboist, is here. Finally back doing a first impressions video of the latest Star Citizen patch. Today is May the 15th, 2025, and we are taking a look, yes, we're taking a look at Alpha 4.1.1 with the beginning of Fleet Week, or Invictus Launch Week. I haven't done a first impression stream in a while, or video in a while. I was thinking about doing a stream, but now I'll just make it a video. So, let's jump right on in. Now, I did get to play 4.1, and I did get to take a jump to Pyro, and so hopefully my character is still there, just at the Pyro jump station. And then I want to head on into the Stanton system. This patch is all kinds of exciting, by all reports. So, here we go, jumping in. Uh-oh, do I need to create a new character again? Oop. Well, where's my guy? Oh, let's see if I can load up my... load up my original. There we are. Mitch Sloan. There I am. That's cool that you can do that. So this is me. So there it is. So review, and I accept. No, I'm not gonna play the tutorial. Oh wow. Okay, so we have to. So we do have to start over. So let's do it. Let's go on ahead and start in the Stanton system, and let's start at Area 18 so that we can check out Invictus. All right, let's do it. Little, I don't know if I'm bummed, but I would have liked to have tried to jump back to Stanton, but okay, well, whatever. This game is still in alpha. So, really exciting things that are purported to have happened. Well, first of all, the biggest and most important thing is that finally, the biggest starship that Star Citizen was offering new players who pledged tons of money, the Idris Frigate, is finally flyable in the game. And I love how the advertisement for that ship, the first word was patience. Saw what you did there, CIG. But yeah, well worth the wait, I'm sure. And this is the hero ship, flagship, in the beginning of Squadron 42. So they had to get this one right. Well, I guess, okay, it's the hero's flagship after, like, the first chapter. I think you get sent to the UES Stanton after you escape from the heavily damaged frigate that, or not, excuse me, the destroyer that you're assigned to. And then you save Gillian Anderson's life, and then off you go, get reassigned. Anyway, I like this. Some new things, first impression things. I like the new splash screen. And Pedro's music is just fantastic. I keep it running. I'm not going to be one of those people that switches off the game intended ambiance. And then this, I love this. The news crosshair. That's really cool. That's a nice touch. And the music has changed. That means I should be spawning into my little habitation unit in just a moment. Hearing the background music of Area 18. Come on. I don't have the greatest of all rigs anymore. Well, I guess I never really did, but I'd say that mine is still fair to middling, maybe closer to middling, or maybe even slightly below middling now at this point. Well, we'll see. Get a few more gigs, get a few more composition commissions, and maybe I can upgrade this baby. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what's going to be happening here. And I'm sure there's Maybe this loading time is a little bit longer because, well, there's a ton of people flying around in Idris's. Idri? Alright, here we are. I'm gonna just shut off the chat roll. There we go. Okay, so far so good. Let's get out of bed. Looks like I'm in my default spacesuit, so let's try the inventory. Yeah. Okay. Well, any chance I can see my inventory screen? Or let me guess, I have to do here, don't I? Yeah. There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. That's another thing that's changed, the inventory setup. I do like the idea that you now have to go to like a closet or somewhere or like a spawning thing to get access to stuff. That I do think that's good. All right, let's okay, yeah. All right. I don't want to waste a lot of time, but I do want to look kind of like the way I want my character to look. So, down to the skivvies we go. And, sure, let's go on ahead and look casual. You know, that's another thing I like is, and this has been possible for a while, and that is being able to, you know, do stuff in plain clothes. Glasses. Here. Maybe you'll see. Put my glasses on. My syrup glasses. Alright. Now I can pick what I'm going to wear. Oh, what the heck. Why don't we go on ahead and do the old... I wonder if any of the stuff that I bought from the last fleet week is here. Oh, yeah, there. Okay. Well, there's my jacket. Invictus flight jacket, yeah. Ooh, I'll wear my Mercury Star Runner jacket. That's cool. But first, let's get... Sorry, folks. This is taking a little bit longer than it should, but there we are. Let's just go on ahead. There. Done, done, done. Now, let's go on ahead and pick what I'm going to wear. My Crusader shirt is gone. Well, oh well. That's okay. Let's go on ahead and just endorse the noodles for now. I get a new shirt when the time comes. And let's change to pants. Let's get some pants on. I think this is the one I tend to like to wear. Nah, no big deal, whatever. These are the uniform pants. These are the ones that I prefer. There we go. And then we'll put on some shoes. Whatever. Sure, why not? Okay, there we go. And then finally, let's put on a jacket. And let's wear my Mercury Star Runner jacket, because I'm a fan. There we are. Cool. And that's that. Alright. I think I'm looking alright. And I don't need to have weaponry and stuff, so close the inventory. Let's back up. Let's take a look at myself. There we go. Yeah, I sort of kind of look like a skinny version of me. I lose about 40 pounds-ish, maybe more. Oh, boy. Anyway. Okay. Well, there's the long-distance view. All right, so here we go. Off to Invictus. Nice slightly jerky controls here. I probably ought to put the frame counter up just to kind of see where we are, but I worry that it's going to be disappointing. see. My frame count just ain't so great. Alright, elevator called. Another couple things I'll mention that I've been liking. I like that we're not having to necessarily hold the mouse button down for everything. We can just hit F and it will do the thing. You know, I like that interaction. You know, and I also like, you know, sometimes you do have to hold down the F button to interact, but still. All right. Well, here we are out in the square, or Court Plaza. All right. So we are there, and then we want to go. We're in the retail plaza. Excuse me. All right. Well, let's go to the main Art Court Plaza. Word has it, I believe there's going to be an Idris just available to just check out.
Please consult any of our associates for help or rental opportunity.
Alright. Food court that way. That way. Transit platform. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Someone's having a bad day. Alright. Alright, so this is the convention center. There's folks here talking. That's a pretty cool looking getup. Alright. And let's interact with the bench. Why not? Alright, so pretty cool. Yep, I like this, the cool signage. What else? Again, I don't know if that is the game's fault or my own PC's fault. I mean, it could be just a me problem. So we'll see. Here we are. Excuse me, person. Like this, you know, like at the signs up. I mean, this is really doing a great job with, you know, setting the stage, setting the scenery, you know, as they call it, the immersion. There we are.
Time-honored tradition since 2541. Invictus Launch Week is an opportunity for the public and the UEE Navy to celebrate the next generation of men and women.
Do they have the thing where the guy's reaching out and then you stand there? No.
And give you an opportunity to see the latest additions to our fleet of defenders. Please enjoy your day.
All right, cool. So let's see what we got here. There it is. There's a thing where you stand there and they're reaching to you. Nice. No, it's looking good. So what do we have here? Oh, okay. That's cool. Nice. Alright. And we have some merch dealers here.
Recruits will push themselves to their physical and mental limits.
Launch Week not only provides an opportunity to celebrate our recent graduates, but also gives our active service members much needed recreational leave. Be sure to thank a starman today.
Storage access. Okay. Alright. Let's go on ahead into the elevator and see what we can see.
Hey.
Alright. Convention. Okay. I'm trying to remember what key binding I set for the talking. Look at that. There's the Idris. And that ship is now flyable in the game. And we just had a big buffering moment there. Okay. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing one of those up close and personal. Peacekeeper. North Tower rooftop. Oh, okay. Shoot. Okay, well, let's go on up here for now, and then we'll go on ahead and go back, because I do want to see the Idris. Having been part of this thing from the beginning, I mean, I remember when the Idris was brand new, and they were selling like nobody's business.
Non-marine military personnel who are invited to train with the Marines on the hostile environments of Kai.
Okay, there's the new Starlancer, the new MISC ship. Well, cool. Okay, so I like this. I think they've changed a few things with this, and good on them for doing so. Because it used to be every couple of days they would change out the showroom. But it sounds like this year they're not doing that. They're keeping it pretty consistent. Looks like a little glitching going on here. Glitch in the Matrix. Yeah, this is pretty nice. So that's the Starlancer. Now, this is the military version of this ship. It's supposed to be like a super cargo hauler, except, you know, for this one, which is meant to be more like a gunship, which gotta hand to him. It's pretty impressive. My first ship that I pledged for was a Freelancer, and that was in response to the fact that it really seemed like the folks at CIG, Chris himself, you know, answered questions like they cared. They wanted to hear from us right away, out of the gate. All right, let's go to the upper deck. I said, no idea what's going to happen. I've never been inside one of these before, so I'm going to be curious to see what this is like. Okay, so I'm guessing the bridge is this way. Of course I want to see the bridge. Yep, there it is. Nice. Nice. And probably traditional layout, so the left seat is the pilot, yep, the right seat is co-pilot, there's this engineer. Pilot seat. Is this co-pilot seat, or is it co-pilot seat? Okay. Notice, no... Oh, different hand controls, too. That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. The yoke for the pilot, and then the arm... The dual sticks, I guess, for the co-pilot. That's a nice touch. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Nice. Okay. Pretty neat. Yeah. Let's see if I can activate. Yeah. Well. Yeah, okay. You can't interact with this. Cool. Exit the seat. Pretty cool. Like the map too in the upper left corner there. Cool. All right. Let's. What do we have here? Crew area. Oh, very nice. Okay, the galley. Very nice. Here we're looking at just the cargo hold that I'm walking around. What is this? Looks like it could be. Oh, let's see. Can we? Oh, it's an elevator. Okay, cool. Okay. So this is internal. Yeah, okay, I was right. Yep. So we're in the engineering spaces. Now we're going down to the cargo bay. There's the cargo hold. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, nice touch there with the scenery like that. Pretty cool. Yeah, nice job, guys. You know, how well does it fly is a question, but I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Nice. All right. I mean, I can just tool around here. There are people that are doing probably much more impressive ship reviews and stuff, so I don't need to get all over that stuff. You know, doing a deck by deck, room by room of every ship. I'm just kind of getting an overall general feel for things, kind of a lay of the land kind of a thing. Like I said, I do want to go and check out the Idris. Cool. Yeah, this game has been improving, like, little by little, and I really appreciate it. Oh, cool. So it's the uniform. Oh, we're skating. That was interesting to watch.
What's good for you?
All right. Let's exit. What is there? Okay. That's the Super Hornet Mark II. Cool. I have a Super Hornet Mark I. All right. I don't have a lot of ships in this game. I had what I believe would be a functional little fleet for a guy likely to play single. You know, I'm not expecting. You know, I've got friends that play Star Citizen, but at the same time, I don't expect them to be available when I am. I've got, thanks to this game, I've got friends literally all over the world now, which is really cool. But availability is tricky. Okay. Going on, let's go to the elevator, and then let's go on to the Idris. I'm going to continuously record this, but I may end up breaking this up. Oh, hello. Cool. Let's go to the lobby. Okay, so we have to go to ArcCorp Plaza and go to the top of that building. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And then maybe afterwards I'll jump into the Nimble Newsy and, hey man, jump into the Nimble Newsy and we'll go on ahead and explore. Maybe do the jump point.
Service and civic pride.
No, not to the spaceport. We're going to go to ArcCorp Plaza. Retaliator. Yeah, the artists and everyone involved in this. You know, I know it's an alpha and we still have glitches and issues. I mean, I would love my frame rate to be better, but again, I don't know if I can blame them. I think, like I said, this is more a me thing. Although maybe they need to optimize graphics better, but I don't know. I'm just... Whoa, let me in. There we go. Okay. Cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and stand up front here. Now, I wonder, as we head back to Area 18, if we're going to see the Idris. That would be pretty cool. Okay, out of the convention center we go. This is really nicely done. And I love that you can now land on the rooftops of a lot of these buildings, and they have landing pads, and sometimes you can do delivery missions. Yep, I think that's the Idris right up there. Delivery missions to the... You can do delivery missions to the rooftops of some of these buildings, especially during Stellar Fortuna, or it's yeah, I think so, and also why can't I remember? They're December holiday equivalent.
Now arriving.
All right, arriving. Cool. For all of its flaws, I do like they've fixed some things. Okay, where are we going here? Yes. 10 North Tower rooftop. All right. Well, let's check it out. This is really unfortunate for them. I like the signage. The signage is good. I don't like the bodies on the ground. What the heck is going on here? Oh, man. Obviously, this player's screwing around. Well, there's an Idris right there. The question is that a player-run Idris right there? I think it might be. Cool. The signage is very clear. This is good. This is really good.
Please consult any of our associates with help or rental opportunity.
All right. So, take the elevator. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Imperator addressing the Senate.
Welcome to IO North Tower, Area 18's Premier Centre for Business Development.
Oh, that's cool. I love that, how it kind of looks like there's maybe sort of kind of a line. All right. Let's do it. Oh man, frame rate might go completely. Harcourt Tower.
Welcome to IO North Tower, Area 18's Premier Centre for Business Development.
Alright, let's see what this looks like. First impressions, here we go. Yeah, frame rate. My kingdom for 30 FPS. Okay, here we go. And what are we looking at here? Oh man. There she is. There she is. And now players can actually fly these. Dang, man. Yep. This was originally built as a Corvette, but then it turns out that in order to put everything in it they needed, they needed to up the size. So it's a frigate now. These are other players. Yep. What's up? Hey. Nice. You can visit the captain's cabin. Nice. I'm just tooling around. This must be it. Yeah. All right. Captain's office, I guess. Oh, this must be... Okay, maybe this is the captain's cabin. Is that the XO's cabin? Must be. I just want to see... Yeah, okay. This is the XO. This is the captain. Makes sense. Yep. Cool. Alright, let's... Okay. Ahead. Alright, obviously we need to see the bridge. So... Docking collar, okay. Med bay. Excellent signage again. Cargo bay. Good. Okay. Is this the front end of the ship I'm heading? Yes, I think it is. Okay, this is the front end of the ship I'm heading towards. Okay. Yep, escape pods, yeah, in the front of the ship. Yeah, look at that. Turret. Nice. Nice. Okay. Cool. Cool. Very nice. So this is what? Medical bay. Okay, medical bay. Very nice. Oh, looks like they don't want us going in there. Well, of course not, because if you did, you'd have a spawn point in here, which I'm sure they don't want. Okay, nice touch. All right, let's go on. Gotta get to the bridge. Cargo bay. Okay, well, a cargo bay, small. But all right. Oh, wait. Is that an elevator? Would that take us down? Cargo only. How many SCU? 24 SCU. Yeah, okay. So it's like an auxiliary hold. It must be, because main cargo hold on a ship this big would be a lot bigger. Okay. Could be talking out my ass on that. We'll see. All right, let's get up to the bridge. Let's do this. Docking collar. Starboard. Okay. All right, let's go. Captain's quarters. Mess hall. Pilot ready room. Okay, cool. Cool. So this is where you, yeah. Okay. Briefings and such. And then you go down to, go down to the hangar from there. Yep, that makes sense. We'll go down there in a minute. First things first. I want to see the nerve center. Let's do this. Come on. Starboard. Okay. Yeah. Come on. Cargo. Bridge. Bridge this way. Ah, okay. Lead me, signage, lead me. There we go. Here we go. Up to the bridge. This is what I've been looking forward to. Hey, great job on the signage, CIG. I know where I'm going. Alright. Up to the bridge. Huh. I guess I'm surprised there isn't an elevator. There's got to be an elevator. Or maybe not. But I do recognize where I am, based on the way the exterior of the ship looks. Yeah, I thought there'd be a lift. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, still. It's nice to be able to walk on. Look at that. This is the captain's chair. Must be. There's the pilot's seat. Okay. He's not gonna let me sit in the pilot's seat. Oh, rats. That's alright. What is that? Huh. Alright, well. Again, I wonder if they deactivated that, because as far as I know, you're able to fly one of these now, so again, they don't want you to be able to just take it over and... Okay, so what seat is this? CO8. It's no. No. Okay, so that's pilot. Pilot. Co-pilot. Okay. Captain in the middle. And then I guess, what is this, like just anything? You can configure this for anything. It's not set in any particular way. Okay. Well, that's good. And yeah, okay. Wish we could do a few things with this, manipulate some of the controls, but that's alright. Still, that's the bridge. And now, standing here where the captain would be, I mean, that's a nice view. It's a pretty nice view. Big old heavy struts in the way, though. But, well, still, it's all right. And then the pilot. Well, yeah. Just maneuvering a ship this big, it's not like a fighter where you need to be able to see, you know, every single little thing, but still, it's kind of a big strut in the way. But hey, that's how it is. Maybe with sitting down in the seat, it's different. If I'm sitting, shoot, on the floor. Where's the crouch? Yeah, whatever. Okay. I just laid down. Some controls I need to wrap my head around again because these are new. Okay. Well, that was really cool. Can we take the elevator? There we are. There we are. Okay. Alright, well. Okay. It's taking me down to B deck. Okay. Alright. And then out. There we are. Okay. That's a little better. Cargo. This is really neat. Really, really cool. Okay. Well, I got to see the bridge of the Idris. And so far, I mean, I really, you know, let's see what the armory looks like. Let's see that. Okay. There's the armory. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. Cool. And then, yeah, this is where you talk to a dude. At least I've seen that in some demos. Maybe now that's not how it is. Maybe now we just walk in and we grab our stuff. What is this here? Oh, cool. Firing range. That's cool. Practice range. And then what's over here? More lockers for stuff. Yeah, cool. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm not doing this methodically at all. I know that. All right. Briefing room, engine room. Really nice signage, gotta say. Mm-hmm. All right. Briefing room. What does this look like? Oh, nice. Oh, very nice. Cool. Neat. That's really great. Can we interact with these chairs? We can. Okay, they just want us to interact with the bridge positions. Nice. Okay. And then what we've got here. I'll be interested to know what that's for. Customizing weapons loadouts or no? Actually, yeah, let's go to the hangar. That's a thing I want to do. That's the aft turret, I guess. Briefing room again. Okay. Briefing room, engine room. Escape pods, engine room. Let's see. Oh, I see. Oh, look at that. Cool. Nice. All right. Cool. All right, now, let's keep going this way. This for? Oh, is this the elevator up to the bridge again? No. Maybe it is. Could be. Yeah, alright. Escape pods. Lots of escape pods. Alright. A dead end. What do we have here? That's the Alright, cool. Alright. That's up to the bridge, to the main deck. Oh, is this looking out on the hangar? This is the hangar. Okay. Look at that. Cool. All right. Let's go. So what do we have here? Brig. The brig and the bridge. Okay. So we're still at the after end of the ship. Alright, some signage. Cargo this way. Cargo bay. Elevator. Engine room. Escape pods, okay. Cool. This is a big ship, man. It is. It's big. Turret. Okay, I'm now moving around to the port side. Okay. I think I want to stay on this side. Or no, actually, you want to stay on the port side. That's where the docking college should be. Alright, so what do we have here? Takes us up to the bridge. I don't want to go there right now. I want to go out now. Okay, pilot ready room. Mess hall. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I'll figure the lay of the land on this thing eventually. Cabin square. Okay, now let's get a little more familiar. There we go. There's the exit. Right, cool. So that was some of the Idris. Cool. Alright. Apparently... Okay. I just noticed my health level changing a little there. A little concerning. Very, very nice. That was cool. Okay. Let's go. Alright, let's go. There's so much to explore and see in this game. I'm trying to figure out how best to... Let me in the elevator, please. So apparently it was really cold up there. Makes sense. How tall is that building? Like a kilometer? More? It's big.
Premier Centre for Business Development. Please consult any of our associates for help or rental opportunities.
Exit. Well. Alright, let's leave. We'll go on to the starport.
Welcome to IO North Tower, Area 18's
Okay. Let's go on to Riker Memorial Spaceport. Cool. Still have bodies on the floor. Let's not have bodies on the floor. Alright. walking at a brisk walk. Okay. Is that a transit?
Now leaving the station.
Yes. Excellent. Okay, let's go to the spaceport. All right. Well, looking forward to this. Let's go take off and see what we can see. So, yeah, they really have done a good job trying to make this kind of like Blade Runner world or Coruscant, inspired by both. Very cyberpunky. Sort of. Come on. Yeah, I also wonder if some of my frame rate is due to the resolution situation with this machine. My driver's updated, and then all of a sudden I couldn't do my original resolution. So I mean, again, it's not really a Star Citizen problem; it's an NVIDIA problem. But anyway. Okay, so here we are at the spaceport. Let's go on ahead and let's pick up the pace a bit here. And the new personalized hangar system makes getting to your ship, I think, a better process. And then also the idea that the hangar, it's your hangar, Okay, so
Want your company to be
we can
good
get
company?
stuff,
Our corp's unique
and I can also do that
integrated corporate parks
at my
offer
hangar,
amenities
so I'll just
such
do
as
that.
resource sharing and logistical pairing for our rental partners.
Now, the only thing I wish that you could
Inquire
do
today to learn how you can
in your
invest in
hangar
making
or
our
something
corp
is
your new home.
spawn your ship with certain of your equipment already in it. That would be really great. All right, let's touch to start the fleet manager.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval
Do
System.
I get to play with
to the
anything
ASOP Vehicle
special?
Retrieval System. Welcome to the ASOP
600i.
Vehicle Retrieval System.
I don't want one
From
of those.
transforming worlds to exploring the stars.
Welcome
Our
to the
corp
ASOP
this,
Vehicle
own
Retrieval
this.
System.
closer together.
Sort own
Our
this.
corp, investing in tomorrow's future.
Own this. Do not own this. Yeah, I own this too.
Your insurance has been
All right.
set.
Well, let's do this. Crusader Mercury Star Runner. Request delivery. Excellent. Let's see.
Vehicle
Okay,
selected.
let's retrieve it.
Stand
See if
by.
it'll be
Available
waiting
Vehicle
for us.
selected.
security and
Delivered to the
custom
following
personnel
sites.
at all
Visitors again.
times. Their
Your
job
vehicle
is
has been
your
delivered to
safety.
the following location.
Yeah. Your ship will be waiting at your hangar. Here we go. Let's go to my hangar. Alright, come on.
Your personal belongings are your personal responsibility. Monitor your luggage at all times.
Here we are. And there we are, my large hangar. And there she is, the nimble newsie. Love it. So she should already be ready to go. Here we are. And is she? Yep, there she is. Ready to go. Let's do it. Oh wait, before I go, let's think about this for a second. Yeah, let's go ahead and change into a spacesuit. Even though I like wearing my civvies, I like the idea that you can do that. Let's act like we've got a little bit of good sense here. All right, where is the thingy where I can? Freight elevator. Oh, I have to go back over here. Okay, is this where the equipment kiosk is? What do we have here? There it is. There it is. Duh. Alright, I've done this enough times, I don't know better. Okay. There we go. Okay, storage access. Let's go on ahead and change into... Yeah, alright. Filters. Now, I wonder if I can just change... crap, okay, this console's irritating me. VR display. 0. We'll just... Frame rate can always be better. Okay, there. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Now let's see if I can just put my spacesuit on and not have to strip. I probably will have to strip, but let's find out. Where is my favorite undersuit? It's the beacon. Rust. There it is. Yeah, alright, fine. Let's strip. Whatever. Burlesque. Oh god, because I have my shoes on. That's funny. There we go. Alright. And just for the hell of it. Oops. Dang it. Yeah. Armor. Custom. Let's just do this. Alright. I like this helmet. And I like the Macox core. I picked my helmet. Come on. There you are. There we are. And then arms. I like to do the Voyager arms. Or MacFlex. MacFlex. Alright. Yeah. The Venture, not Voyager. The Venture arms and the MacFlex legs. Macox, where did I get that from? There we go. There we go. And I guess just for giggles, let's go on ahead and arm myself a little bit. Weapons. Let's do primary and sidearms. Don't need anything else. Let me have my super duper double dog dare you sniper rifle. Good. And let's have my Arclight pistol. I used to like playing around with a toy pistol, but I'm not really ever did anything with that. And let's go on ahead and put that multi-tool in there, and then I thought I had the mining attachment in here. I guess I can just get another one. Okay. All right, I'm ready now. Let's go. Well, the inventory experience is pretty good. I kind of wish that the filters, that they were a little bit more easily accessed. And one thing that I definitely think Star Citizen should consider doing is pre-saved personal loadouts. I think that would really help. So you have a bunch of loadouts ready to go, and you just, you know, just as I'm explaining, you know. Okay, lights are on. Ready. Yeah, if you had loadouts preset, that would be perfect. And if you could spawn your ship Like, take the time, establish what you want in the ship's inventory, and that also be a loadout. Because I think one of the things that's gonna irritate players is having to constantly like load your stuff. You know, whether that's realistic or not. Again, realism over fun. And it's the 30th century. I mean, surely if they have this system that they have, maybe, you know, I don't even know what to call it. Like localized transport or something, beaming of stuff. All right, let's switch on. Boom.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking.
Very nice.
Systems on.
Very nice. Okay. Well, let's see if my my keybinds have been saved. So let's request takeoff clearance. Excellent. It's not telling me I'm cleared for launch. Are we still having that darned audio glitch, CIG? All right. Let's make sure that our thrusters, thrust limiters. Here we go. Up.
Launch complete.
And we're up. Gear up.
Landing gear up.
I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Ooh, look at that. There's a new RSI Polaris. All right, thrusting forward. Okay, now this is ACM. Let's set to nav mode. I think I remember my key binding for that.
Shields off.
There we go. Speeding up. Set my altitude. Okay. Where's my speed? Our core. Oh, come on. Okay. Come on. Okay. All right, so had to buffer. There we are. Where's the space station? There it is, Bajini Point. That's where I want to go. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. Boom. Okay. Excellent. Close the map. It's pretty good. All right. And let's aim myself towards. There's Bajini Point. And now the quantum is quantuming. There we go. There's my speed. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel complete.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm having to wrap my head around this new interface a little bit. Just a little. Okay, let's slow down.
Shields on.
There we go. Wow. I almost plowed into this station, but getting my space legs back under me with Star Citizen. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely out of practice here. Alright, let's go on ahead and request landing clearance. Okay. Where are they going to send me? There? Oh, there we go. Alright. Gear down. Ah, okay, that's right.
Gear down.
They changed that. That's another thing that I think is really cool. Now when you have your gear down, that sets really,
Landing gear up.
really fine controls. No, like, that's great. That's a thing that Elite Dangerous did too, and I guess CIG took a page from their book, which is a good page to take. Otherwise, what's the point? I do like the idea of the landing gear, like automatically causing your speed to reduce to a crawl. So here we go. And now, gear down. There you go. There you go.
Landing gear down.
Cool. And now, slow down. Good. Now we will activate my vertical thrust. Now decrease vertical thrust. And we're going to set her down nice and gently-ish. There we go.
Landing complete.
Done. Now, let's get some gas. Refuel hydrogen. Done. Okay. And that's interesting. You're burning hydrogen fuel even when you're landed and in idle, which also kind of makes sense. So, turn off all your systems. There.
Systems off.
Yeah. Well, that was pretty cool. I'll do some more first impressions videos. I just kind of wanted to get a feel for flying again and also take a look at the Idris. But yeah, so far so good, CIG. Well done. And I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, everyone.